Crimson Peak is directed by Guillermo del Toro and stars Jessica Chastain, Tom Hiddleston, and a lead actress whose name is escaping me at this moment. Crimson Peak is about this girl who's a writer who's trying to write this book, and through a series of family mishaps is having to go and live with this person who is now her husband, Tom Hiddleston, at this house. It's pretty creepy and pretty eerie. His sister is a little bit strange, and everything doesn't seem right as far as when she's going into it. Guillermo del Toro has done some really amazing visual movies. He's done movies like Pan's Labyrinth, the Hellboy movies, Pacific Rim. Del Toro made a beautiful looking movie. I mean, every shot in this film could be a painting. It looked wonderful, and the visual aspects, even the parts that I didn't think were going to work out too well, such as the ghosts and the visual effects with the ghosts, because in the trailer it looked a little bit fake to me. I actually bought it. I really liked the way that the film looked. This is kind of the typical horror film where a lot of the characters' motivations and the story itself is really plain. There's not much to them, and there's really nothing special about what the story is. There was a bit of overacting when it came to Jessica Chastain's character, where I just was a little bit more, it was more laughable than anything. There's one particular scene where they pan up on a picture of somebody, and everybody in the theater was laughing, and this was not a good laugh. This was an actual burst out laughing kind of moment. That was happening a lot through this entire movie. This is a horror film, and we've seen these horror films like The Babadook and It Follows, these really scary movies that are done with a lower budget that are more scary than this, which really was disappointing to me. I was hoping that Crimson Peak was going to have some really scary moments in the film, but it didn't. It really fell flat as far as the horror aspect. It wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be, and a lot of times ended up being more funny to myself and the audience that were watching the movie. This director knows how to set up some great shots. He knows how to make sure that his set design looks brilliant, and it really does. It really brings you back to the time period that the film is taking place in, and that's great. But at the same time, it's all surface level. There's nothing really underneath that you can look at, and there's nothing that's genuinely scary. For Crimson Peak, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. For visuals, you should go and check out this movie, because Del Toro does some fantastic work with his films as far as making it visually appealing. But the story, I wouldn't go in there expecting anything special, because it's going to be pretty cut and dry and typical as far as the horror genre is concerned. So guys, tell me what you thought about Crimson Peak. Go ahead and leave your comments down below. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you at the next review.